So in this quick video, I'm going to show you how you can make sure that you're using always the latest models, but also how to simplify the process of how you use those models inside your agency. This way, you don't have to hire us to do this for you. So if you're not familiar, there's one website, it's called Open Router. So this is kind of a library with all different models, not only private ones, but also open source models are included, and you can access all of those models. So this is the kind of the homepage. The only thing that you need is you'll need an account, you'll need to make sure that you have credits, and you'll need to create one API key. So we're going to do this really fast. We're going to create one test. We're going to copy this key and we're going to include it here. So perfect. Now we can use the latest, let's say, trending model. So great thing here in the ranking, you can see the best models that are performing in different or specific tasks, right? Like programming, legal, finance, and so on. So this is the ones that are most being used, and I'm just going to go for the latest trending one, which is Mistral Large. I'm going to click it here. And let's say I don't have no clue what's the main difference between this one and the latest GPT-4o model, which is kind of the more common one. So I'm going to ask Perplexity. Okay, so I got some results, and there's some key differences between the context window, between the maximum output tokens. I mean, the result is way longer, and also it can understand like bigger inputs. It has different performance benchmarks, and also it's way more cheaper, right? Because it is the open source. And one thing that we've seen is that right now open source, it's really catching up with the latest model. So there are a lot of interesting options out there. So great. Another great thing is that you can really simplify how you use your the modules inside, let's say, automations like make. So instead of having different modules, you can use just one make a request or HTTP request to access the Open Router API and to use this specific model. But you can do this for several ones, right? So here we have Mr. Large. Let's go for the API. We have already created an API. And here you can use the Open Router API directly. So we're just going to need to copy the endpoint. It's a post. And then, of course, we'll need to include the authorization. Remember that we copied this here. Awesome. And we need to include this in the body. So I'm going to here to just go for raw. Oh, one time. Okay, perfect. So as you can see here, we are calling this specific model, and we are using this prompt test user. What is the meaning of life? Including here parse response, and now you're able to access this model specifically. So just as we access this one, we could maybe use Claude Sonnet same way, really similar way. Right, so as you can see, the result is here. Oh, message. Right, and you get the content here of the result, right? And similarly, I mean, the structure here changes a little bit, but the only thing that you need to do is copy this. Yeah, since Sonnet is able to process images and so on, there's no need for us to include that part. But yeah, as you can see, it's really simpler in the sense of just a plug and play, right? And yep, that's kind of the overall example of how you can use Open Router to use the latest model. You use several models, and to quickly change those models within your workflows. Hope this was a valuable example, and let me know if you have any questions. Bye.